If you're looking for the perfect fudgy brownie, look no further. We tried this Forever Malted Brownie recipe from Claire Saffitz, and boy are they worth it. Start by lining an 8x8 inch square metal baking dish with aluminum foil. When the foil is snugly in place, brush the bottom and sides with soft or melted butter, then set aside while you prep the batter. This will only take a few minutes. The first step is to bloom the cocoa to enhance the chocolatey flavor. To do this, simply combine a 1/4 cup of Dutch processed cocoa powder with a 1/4 cup of boiling water. If you can't find Dutch processed cocoa, this will work with regular unsweetened cocoa. The Dutch processed kind just has a more mellow, less acidic flavor and also a deeper color. Once the cocoa and water are combined, add 5 to 6 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate chips or pieces, a 1/4 cup of neutral vegetable oil, and 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter. We now want to gently melt and combine all these ingredients. The best way to do that is to place your bowl, make sure it's heat safe, onto a pot with about 1 inch of simmering water. Make sure the water doesn't touch the bottom of the bowl. You want the steam to gently melt the chocolate without shocking it. Stir frequently until the chocolate is mostly all melted and the mixture is smooth. Carefully remove from the pot, then add 1/2 cup of brown sugar, either light or dark will work, followed by 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. Whisk until the sugars are well incorporated into the batter. It might look a little grainy, but don't worry, that's totally normal. Next, add 1 full egg plus 2 egg yolks, followed by 1½ teaspoons of vanilla extract. Now you're in for a workout. Whisk the eggs in really well to help achieve that beautiful glossy crust on top. And if you get a really toned arm in the process, that's just a bonus. Now to add the dry ingredients. 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, less if you use table salt, and the secret ingredient, malted milk powder. This adds a kind of nutty flavor to the brownies, but if you can't find any, they still taste amazing. Your workout continues here. Whisk constantly for a full 45 seconds to really mix in the flour. Doing this also helps develop a little bit of gluten, which will help create a wonderfully chewy texture. When it's thoroughly combined, the batter should make these beautiful chocolatey ribbons when you pull the whisk up. Now that the batter is super smooth, you can add the final ingredient, 6 ounces of milk chocolate chips. If you prefer dark chocolate, you can use that, but the contrast between the fudgy brownie and the light creamy milk chocolate is pretty divine. Mix with a rubber spatula until just combined, then transfer to your prepared baking dish. The batter should easily flow into all the corners, but give the pan a few taps to make sure it's evenly distributed. Bake in a preheated 350° Fahrenheit oven for 25 to 30 minutes. To tell if the brownies are done, gently press on the center. According to the recipe, it should be dry to the touch, but still soft. Allow the brownies to cool in the pan until it is no longer hot, then you can easily remove them by pulling up on the foil, cover them, and chill in the fridge for at least 1 hour. This next step is optional, but if you'd like to give the brownies a really professional look, trim off the edges with a knife, but don't discard them. Consider these a little treat for the chef. This recipe will make 16 normal-sized brownies, or 4 ridiculously large brownies, depending on your mood and appetite. I understand now why Claire calls these Forever Brownies, because they're really the only recipe you'll need for the rest of your life. Check out one of these other great recipes and subscribe for new videos daily.